Windows 10 is designed to work on tablets and smartphones as well as desktop and laptop computers. When you use a device with a touchscreen, though, the interface is pretty different. If you use a two-in-one computer like the Microsoft Surface, which switches from a laptop mode into a tablet mode, then you'll find that Windows 10 can adjust its interface on the fly. Let's see what happens when you switch from the desktop mode to the tablet mode. And there are two ways to switch to tablet mode. On any Windows computer, you can go down to the Action Center, and looking at the buttons along the bottom of the Action Center, you're looking for the button for tablet mode. Now in this case, I'm going to hit Expand, and then I'll see the button for tablet mode. So I'm going to hit that button, and the interface immediately changes over to the tablet mode. Now when you're in the tablet mode, there is no desktop view. Instead, you have the Start screen. The Start screen is a combination of the desktop and the Start menu. The contents of the Start menu fill up the screen, so you have all of the live tiles here. But you still have the taskbar down at the bottom of the screen, just like you would in the desktop mode. This is much easier to work with when you're limited to touch controls. But you don't have to use touch controls. If you have a mouse and a keyboard attached, you can still use those. So to get out of the tablet mode, I can just use my mouse. I can click on the button for Action Center, click on the button to exit tablet mode, and now I'm back to the normal desktop view. Now, if you're using a two-in-one computer like the Microsoft Surface, you have another way of activating tablet mode. All you need to do is physically disconnect the keyboard and trackpad. Now, since I'm using a Microsoft Surface, I'm going to remove the keyboard cover. Once I do that, this little message pops up asking me if I want to switch over to tablet mode. Since I just disconnected my trackpad, I'm going to go ahead and continue using touchscreen controls. So I'm going to tap Yes with my finger. So now I'm back in the tablet mode. Since you already know about the Start menu and the taskbar, this Start screen should be pretty easy to figure out. Now we're really going to explore touchscreen controls in tablet mode in a separate movie. But you can probably already figure out that you can tap on any of the tiles here in the Start screen to launch an application. So for example, I can tap on Microsoft Edge, and it will launch Edge. Now in this case, because there is a text field on this screen, it brings up the on-screen keyboard. I want the on-screen keyboard gone, so I'm just going to hit the little X in the top right corner. Now, of course, we're going to talk all about the on-screen keyboard in the movie that's dedicated to touch controls. But from here, I just want to load up a web page, so I'm going to tap on the shortcut for Wikipedia, and it'll load that page. Now, it's important to recognize here that applications will always run full screen when you're in the tablet mode. You cannot have an application running inside of a window. They're always going to be full screen. Now, I can always get back to the Start screen by hitting the Start button in the bottom left corner. Now, in this case, I did not quit Edge. It's still running in the background. And I can always tap on its tile to go back to it, and I'll continue where I left off. You can see that the Wikipedia webpage is still loaded up here. Now, to really quit an application when you're done, what I'll need to do is place my finger on the top edge of the screen. And I'm going to keep holding my finger on the screen until I tell you I'll let go. So I'm going to swipe down from the top edge of the screen, and I'm going to keep dragging all the way down to the bottom until that window shrinks down. And then I can let go, and now I've completely quit that application. And I go back to the Start screen. So of course, we'll go more into touch controls in a separate movie. For now, to get back to desktop mode, I could either go to the Action Center by tapping on the Action Center button down in the taskbar, and of course there's a button here to exit tablet mode, or I could just reconnect the keyboard cover to the Microsoft Surface. And when I do that, this message pops up asking me if I want to exit tablet mode. I'll tap on Yes, and now I'm back to the normal desktop mode and I can use my trackpad and keyboard. Windows 10 is definitely designed to work well with two-in-one computers, which can quickly switch over into tablet mode. There's really not much to it, so you should have no problem jumping in and out of tablet mode.